Yep.
Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order. Can everyone please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the
of the United States of America,
and
to the republic
republic
for which it stands,
one
one nation, under God,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
all.
Opportunity for the public to address the board on agenda items only. Anything? Oh, I missed roll call.
Okay.
You want to do roll call?
Yes, Commissioner Dominic,
I'm here.
you here? Commissioner Shermack,
Yes.
Mrs. Sacco,
Here.
Mrs. Ghetto,
Here.
Mayor Chelik,
Here.
and Mr. Tobin.
Present.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Opportunity for the public to address the board on agenda items only.
The public had until 9 o'clock this morning to send the emails in, and I did not receive any.
Presentation of minutes for approval. This is the February 9th, 2022 meeting. Was I present at that meeting?
Yes.
Okay, because I just didn't want to vote on it if I was going to abstain if I wasn't. Okay, do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the February 9th, 2022 meeting?
Motion.
Do I have a second
Second.
Second.
on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 5, presentation of vouchers for examination and approval, February 10th, 2022 through March 9th, 2022. Trying to find the vouchers here. Does anybody have any
Yeah,
questions?
we
There were only 2
Yeah,
charges.
right. For the
One for Attorney Kolbasani, who's our solicitor, $12.50, and one for the recorder of deeds in the amount of $122.25 for 3 repository deeds. Does anybody have any issues? Do I have a motion to approve the vouchers?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 6, bid openings if necessary.
we don't have any bid openings at this time.
Okay. Discussion items number 7A, land bank general update.
Okay, to date, we have sold or conveyed 211 properties throughout the county. In the city of Scranton, 162 properties have been conveyed. 154 to private interests, 3 to the city of Scranton, and 5 to nonprofits, United Neighborhood Centers, Scranton Lackawanna Human Development Agency, and the Ronald McDonald House. We currently have 5 properties pending sale, and we have 2 properties that are on today's agenda to be acted upon. In the city of Carbondale, we have conveyed 14 properties, 13 to private interest and 1 to the city of Carbondale, and 1 property will be acted upon at this meeting. Covington Township, 31 properties have been conveyed to date to private interest, and those are, the majority have been up at the Eagle Lake development. In Vanling, 1 property has been sold to a private interest. Troop Borough, we did the Trump bid to assist the borough, and that was 1 property sold to the borough. In Scott Township, 1 property was sold to a private interest, and in Thornhurst, we have 1 property pending. And that's the update as far as properties today.
Okay. B, new interest in the land bank.
Okay, we do have new interest. Jefferson Township has been in touch, and they did pass a resolution to join the land bank. I sent and they have signed the intergovernmental cooperation agreement. I did send it to the North Pocono School District because they have a new superintendent up there. They have a meeting tomorrow night, and they will act on that to have the new superintendent sign the intergovernmental cooperation agreement. So we'll be ready to go with Jefferson Township once I get that back from them. Other than that, I have not heard from anybody else lately.
Okay. Blight
Okay.
Task Force update.
I don't know if Jesse is on board here today. We did have oh yeah, there he is.
I'm here, Ralph. Sorry, I got caught up, so sorry for being a few minutes late. We did have a Land Bank Advisory Board Committee meeting right before this meeting and had some good conversations with our committee members. Just two quick updates on blight work that's happening in the community. One is there's been a few meetings that have been held with Dunmore's new mayor, Max Conway, who was looking to take advantage of some of the information that came out of previous work from the Blight Task Force in the borough of Dunmore. And so had a meeting with him and Michelle Bannon, who's also on the Land Bank Advisory Committee, also had a conversation with him to try to give him some direction about some of the things that Dunmore may be able to do, to address blight and move forward with some of the quality of life ordinances and things in that community. NeighborWorks, obviously who I represent, is also putting together a statewide LSA grant to address 12 vacant blighted properties in West Scranton. And so we're seeking a letter of support from the Land Bank Board to submit that application. Really, those are the only two highlights for the Land Bank Board this month.
Commissioner Dominic,
Yes,
I have that letter. If I can run up after the meeting for you to sign it so that they can submit it with their LSA application.
there we go. I couldn't find you guys for a minute there. Yes,
Okay.
I'll be here.
Okay, all right. Just a little addition to I don't know if it really has as far as the Blight Task Force, the Lackawanna County Land Bank, we received a mini grant from the Housing Alliance of Pennsylvania in the amount of $10,000. We were just one of 5 that were awarded that grant out of about 20 land banks who submitted applications. So there are some criteria that we have to stick by, and we have up to 2 years to use this, and it has to go towards affordable housing initiatives. So we'll be working with our partners and to use this money in the most worthwhile way. But I just want to let the board know that we did receive the $10,000 mini grant.
That's great.
Great job, Ralph.
Yes.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask Brenda, I know this isn't per se, I don't know what is going on with my computer, per se land bank, but we did talk about Dunmore. Did we ever get anything back? Remember, we got approval from them to have that land looked at to see about its viability for whatever.
Yes, so that was through our, we had received in 2019 a $600,000 EPA brownfield assessment grant for all of Lackawanna County. So we had, on behalf of Dunmore, did a phase 1 environmental review of that property. In doing that review, it determined that there may be some contaminants, and they're recommending doing a phase 2, which is actually where they go into the ground and do some borings and see what is actually present, so that these steps would have to be taken for development within that property to go forward. One of the things that is in the resolution when Dunmore acquired the property was that it had to remain with a municipal government or authority. So Dunmore's kind of looking into that to understand if it's something that they could sell to a developer or not, or develop themselves. So right now we're on hold, but we did do that phase 1 environmental.
So
review.
phase 1 came back that more testing needed to be done.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, and then did we get permission from Dunmore to do that?
We're on hold. It's a very, very large undertaking monetarily to do that. So
do we get funds for, I know that the initial testing is you get through a grant. Do we not have, is that not the case with this?
we do, and I can talk to you about it a little bit more offline.
Okay.
Okay.
Just, I'm sorry, but if I didn't bring it up then, out of my head.
No worries.
Okay, so Advisory Committee and General Property Discussion.
Okay, yeah, there are 3 properties to be discussed that will be on the agenda for today's meeting. The first property is in the city of Scranton at 322 Evans Court. It's an application received from Ms. Frances Remick, who owns and resides in an adjacent property, and she would like to acquire this repository property and use it for green space. The next one is on Short Avenue in Scranton. And Short Avenue runs parallel to Providence Road in the North Scranton section. And we've received an application from Mr. Babadillo from Wilkes-Barre, and he wants to purchase the property and construct a new home on that. It is a nice lot, and he submitted an offer of $500 for that property. And Ms. Remick submitted an offer of $150 for the side lot in that first property. And moving on to Carbondale, we have an application from Mr. Thomas Voglino, who wants to purchase the property and for now just maintain it as for green space and eventually develop it. Mr. Voglino submitted an offer of $500 for the property. These 3 properties were reviewed at the advisory committee meeting, and Jess, right, there was no issues. Okay. So those were the properties that will be before the board in the form of resolutions. So does anybody have any questions on those properties?
Okay,
We can move forward with the resolutions.
there we go. Yes. Number 8, action items, new business resolution number 22-009. If I can find it here. All right, okay. This is approving the acquisition of additional property from the tax claim office repository list of unsold property. And the property addresses are 322 Evans Court in Scranton, Short Avenue in Scranton, and North Scott Street in Scranton. Do I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Motion.
Do I have a second
Second.
on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, 22-010, approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the side lot purchase program. And the address is 322 Evans Court in Scranton. The purchaser is Ms. Frances Remick for $150. Do I have a motion to approve that resolution?
Motion.
I'll second.
On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution 22-011,
He left around 10.
approving. Patrick. Approving the conveyance of certain land bank owned property under the property purchase program.
No, we were talking about it yesterday.
Killing me.
What I have Steve here and myself to go over Steve's work from Newton and Nancy, the Evans, I want to continue to do whatever.
Yeah.
Pat Tobin.
Nothing want to sit in on it or see, we'll let it go for a couple of days, I guess. Let
That's
me
never
try
seen
Steve,
All right.
explain it.
He's muted.
Okay. I don't even know where I was at. Okay, so these are the properties, Short Avenue in Scranton, the purchasers, John Castro Babadilla for $500, and North Scott Street in Carbondale, purchasers Thomas M. Voglino Jr., and the purchase price is $500.
Yeah.
Do I have the motion to approve said resolution?
Motion.
I'll second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Opportunity for the public to address the board?
Again, I had until 9 o'clock this morning and I did not receive anything.
Okay. Our next meeting is going to be Wednesday, April 13th at 11 a.m. Are we going to do that in person or Zoom?
That's up to the board.
We started doing commissioners meetings in person. It's up to you guys, really. It doesn't matter to me. Well,
Fine
just,
with me, either way.
why doesn't everybody figure it out and then just send Brenda your preference, and I'm okay either way. And Brenda, you can decide, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll take a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.